Welcome to the Archive of Echoes. Please select the log entry you wish to relive. Acknowledged. Calibrating. Prepare to dive. Hello and welcome back to Archive of Echoes Xenogears, everybody. We are deep within the lab of Krelian, and we are making our way through this musical tone door. So let's go ahead and get there and see where we go from here. Up, down, up, left, right. And the door is now opened. Alright. And I'm gonna pause the game and realize I forgot to set my clock. Right. Okay, we're good. Alright. Well, time for a fight. No, I'm not fighting this. Run away! Okay. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Escape. Yep. You would. Trade my ether points. Escape. Escape. There we go. Open our 3 staircases. Okay. Well, let's see what's up here in this treasure chest, I suppose. Extra armor plus 6. And another fight. Alright. We don't need to fight these guys. Alright. And never mind. Okay. Get out of here. I don't need to fight these guys. Alright. Let's just keep going forward, I suppose. I guess I'll just take these guys out real quick. Defensive method stuff. Okay, go ahead and set yourselves up, I suppose. Okay, the only one that I'm not going to be able to destroy is... Thermo Dragon! Alright. Get the crud like this little guys. And this leads out, maybe? No? What gives? I opened the music door, now where do I go? We can go ahead and do this fight. Just take these guys out real quick. I'll probably heal after this fight. Take this! Go down! Okay. Just immediate vault this guy then. there a door here? Why did it not let me in? There we go. Another fight. Another fight to take these guys out real quick, I guess. Thermo Dragon! Yeah, piece of cake. Alright. Gonna go ahead and use some healing. Good. Silver armor +1. Okay. There's the door. Northwest. Extra armor DX. Nice. That'll probably come in handy for my gears. Well, let's just escape. I'm sure I can get away. Is this the room I came in? Sure is. Alright. So let's go this way. Sonic Wave, nice. Okay. Oh, this is a joke. Just take him out real quick. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about this dungeon then, since we're not gonna see any scenes here for a bit. This is getting pretty close to the end of Disc 1, honestly, and it could kind of be thought of as the Disc 1 final dungeon. A little underwhelming, if I'll be honest. It's basically just a maze with some easily defeated enemies. But it really does show just how powerful you've grown before the very end of Disc 1. I always liked this place though, as a kid, because it felt really strong. And that was a fun feeling. Felt like I could do anything. So, figure out how to get out of here real quick. Alright. Let's see what's down here. Gold nugget. And we're basically just raiding Krelian's lab, which... Where's this go? Hologram room. What is this place? Holograms of us. Why are there holograms of us in the Solaris Palace? Speed ring S, nice. I'm not gonna read all that, but you can read all about everybody in the hologram room. Southwest. Huh? This one won't open either. This way. Why is the deactivation code for the door lock known? Doc, wait. What's this facility for? This place was not meant to be seen since the origin of time. This facility centers around the Emperor and Ministry's longevity experiments. The origin of time? Yes. 10,000 years ago, beings called humans were born here. The first were the Emperor and the Ministry's elders. How could a human live 10,000 years? Now only the Emperor is left. His destiny is to never die. However, the Ministry is different. Once, during the Diablos invasion, the Ministry elders died, losing their bodies. Now the Solaris governing ministry exists as data in memory banks. Each of their personalities are bits of data. It's the data on the memory bank? Having neither flesh nor souls, they are just binary numbers. They both exist and do not exist at the same time. After the fall, wanting to resurrect their bodies and create a worthy vessel, they transferred a research facility that was once the Soylent system on the land to Entrenank. Eventually, the facility was no longer only for the Emperor's life and the Ministry's resurrection, but it began producing food and drugs with additives that controlled the public. The memory cube Faye and them were using was meant for obtaining living data. Of course, the Ethos also sent various data to help. That means we were living for those elderly people of Gazelle? Yes. They're transferring and taking living data via memory cubes to the Ministry so they can use them to resurrect their bodies? Yes. You mean those mutants getting disassembled at that factory were too? Basically, they wish to reuse the useless dregs. That's horrid. How could they? Hold on, Faye. Something's not right. Citan, how would you know that? Not even the government or the army know such things. What? Come to think of it, it seems like we took the long way here on purpose. There must have been a faster way to Barton them. Also, the route to get to this block can't even be downloaded on the map. So how did we know what streets we were on? Doc, didn't you also find out? That's impossible. First of all, that partition we took to get into this block, that panel was displayed to be a P4 facility. Even a high-ranking officer of Solaris can't get in here. You think they'd leave a facility like that unlocked and open? And you could open it? Who exactly are you? Hey, wait a minute. It could have been luck. Something's wrong. You were able to get into Solaris under martial law, sneak into the palace, get through a P4 level door, and even learn the purpose of the P4 facility. How is that possible? Even Father, I'm sure it was possible you were in Solaris then. Even Jesse, who was also in Solaris then, didn't know the motive behind the M project. So Citan, why do you know? You know even more details than Maria. Something's not right. I know it. Ellie, I'm not done. I should have noticed sooner, Citan. Who are you? What? Hey, you okay? Ellie! 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 Doc! Citan! Damn, got us! Ellie! Citan! Where are you? Ellie? Doc, you there? Oh, what? What? This? Ah! Huh? This is... Can't get it. This is... What is this? Why are you showing me this? Who? Who did this? Ellie! Doc! Where are you? Where? You brought about this spectacle. That voice is the one which haunts you. Cursed, untouchable one. O God's beloved child, those who prevent our prayers, get, destroy, burn with God's fire. What? Doc? These guys, what is this? Bart? Billy? Doc, what's going on? What are you all? Doc, answer me! One of the Solaris guardian angels is here, Hyuga Rikdiao. This man is Cain, receiving the orders from one known as Emperor. You've entered his realm and have been under his continued supervision. Solaris Guardian Angel, monitoring me! Oh yes, we've guided Solaris and even selected the Animus which have been drawn to you, and guided you here to Solaris. The Animus is needed for our resurrection. These are our bodies, this that we possess. Yes, this is the only reason we exist. The bodies of Bart and the others belong to you? Is that true, Doc? What are they saying? Why so apprehensive? Is it that you were sold out by one you trusted? I'm not talking to you guys. Doc, answer me! 3 years. For 3 years I have been by your side. I had to determine whether you were going to be our enemy or not. Revenge? Yes, the enemy. Your existence is a threat to us. It was necessary to keep an eye on you. The one who ordered you to be watched was Cain. We were planning on the maturation of the Animus and your termination. We also sent Hyuga to you. However, every attempt to terminate you has failed. Because of that good-for-nothing trash. Even so, we now possess Animus. Hyuga has fulfilled his duties well. Is that it? You were in with these guys? That's why you... Everyone? Why? You've had your way all this time with us land dwellers. You already own the world. What more do you want? You must know by now that we plan to resurrect God. God will awaken from his long slumber after man has populated the land. Then Mahanon too will awaken. Aerial Paradise Mahanon. The place fell to earth. Paradise. That may be a proper description. Our ark. In the center block, Lord Mahanon is sealed in. That is the source of God's wisdom, a paradise of knowledge. Using that knowledge, we will resurrect the awakened God and build our ark to take us both into the great universe. The construction of our ark to reign over God's forces in this great universe. The creation of the angel Malak, the M project, was for that very purpose. What do you mean? We are orphans in this universe. We were thrown away onto this planet in solitude along with God. We humans were not born on this planet. Long ago, we came here from another heavenly body. We are beings from an alien planet. That's ridiculous! This is true. You have seen the various regions of this world. Why do you think there are no records of humans before 10,000 years ago? This is the will of God. The God's revival has been fated since before the time before Genesis. We will be one with God. Attaining a new animus, we will once again return to the starry skies. That is the meaning of our existence. That is our supreme objective. So you're not planning on using Solaris' power to dominate the world? Of course. What meaning is there in having control of a planet as insignificant as this? God has given us the right to rule over the universe. Yes, only we who do not carry impure blood have the right to a pardon. So we will resurrect God. It's been an eternity since our exile from paradise. If the time of God's revival does not come, we will have to follow the path to destruction, but having attained animus, our resurrection is near. Next is God's resurrection. Krelian, this one only waits for the awakening. Ellie! Where am I? I've looked into your records. Krelian, Commander! Elheim van Houten, that incident at the Jugend 1 year ago. Case 102, the release of your latent powers from that systematic administration of mental enhancement drugs. In that instant, your ether value had increased beyond 400. And in that moment, 2 were critically wounded and 3 required recycling. Am I right? Please stop! But this record is wrong. This wasn't the usual uncontrollable mental side effects. This was caused by the awakening of your other inner self. My other self? Where's Faye? Where is everyone? They will be used as an offering for the resurrection of the Gazelle Ministry. The same fate awaits that girl, the artificial organism. I've already taken enough samples from her. I am already well into the 4th stage of my plan. All I need now is the final factor. Hence, your friends are no longer of any use to me. They're worthless. But you are different. You're planning on sending them to the same fate as those people in that research facility. Doing all this for your own selfish ambition. Do you know what you're doing? People playing with other people's lives. That's deplorable. I see. So you've seen the research facility. Presently, the Solaris researchers are working on genetic engineering down there. It's just a nest for fools who've learned the despicable pleasure of playing with their own organic creations. They seek only serendipity and inhumanity. That is not my place. I specialize in molecular engineering, nanotechnology. Do you know what this is? A nanomachine. A molecular machine. This is the assembler, which is one of those nanomachine machines. It can break down molecules and atoms and reconstruct it into anything. Each of these spheres are equivalent to an atom. Until recently, we were only able to produce materials which were several times the size of this. Thanks to that girl, the one we obtained from the ruins of the Zeboim civilization, we are now able to make it this compact and elaborate. To think that such a mechanism was created 4,000 years ago, it's quite astonishing. Up until we discovered this, the work was rather crude. The best we could possibly do until now was to apply amino acid solutions to wounded areas for amelioration or to seal up any peculiar abilities. I'm sure you've had some exposure to genetics when you were in the Yukon. Each type of those enzymes inside the DNA are also molecular machines that were created by nature. That is, if we are indeed the progeny of the very first organism. What do you think of accomplishing by using that molecular machine? What connection do I have with it? Although the nanomachines up until now could recombine DNA, they couldn't uncover any information in the intron, which are located in the replacements of the double helix. However, the newer nanomachines easily discovered this data that originally should not have existed, and we are about to see the results of that. According to the transferred record, it depicts a similar wave frequency as expected. And yes, the Ouroboros ring. That is it, isn't it? Miang and Lacan's actions. This explains everything. Elhaim, you were the mother. Mother? Yes. This is what your genetic exon looked like before your replacement. This is the conceptualized form of the intron which carries information that isn't supposed to exist. Observe. This is the Ouroboros ring, which contains intron information, which only exists in certain people. Ouroboros, if we were to add and anatomize such a thing, wouldn't you be interested in what type of information it would have to offer us? Elhaim, you are beautiful. When I look at you, I appreciate the artistic aspect of the human form. Its elaborateness. I can't help but feel the importance of that. As if my molecular machine is unworthy of you. You haven't changed since then. Just like the other one, Lacan. Are you conscious? Doc. It is impossible to move. This machine has physically cut your nerve signals. You will not be able to lift a finger regardless of what your mind says. What are you going to do to me? To pardon them? Where is Ellie? Do not worry. They have their roles. You have yours. I simply investigate. Damn it. What was I? So the battle has been fought, you say? That was discussed earlier by the Ministry. God damn it! We weren't born to be used by them. We didn't come all the way to Solaris for that. Everyone. We just want to make a place where we belong. That's what we were fighting for. But now... It is much easier to be given a place to belong than to make one yourself. You do not even understand a simple concept like that. Only the true. Childish ideals pale when placed before reality. But actually, many are satisfied with that. And on that note, we are going to draw this cliffhanger to a close. I want to say thank you for joining me. I hope you had as much fun watching as I had playing for you. I am looking forward to the next time you log in. Have a nice day. Another Echo archived. I look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye for now. Until next time you log in. Echoes fade slower with you here.